is sponsored by Eastern Title and Settlement and the Mortgage Link. The real estate top performers want to let you know that you don't have to have 20% of the cost of a home to make a down payment. There are actually ways to get your dream home without that much of a payment up front. So today I am joined by Doug McLean from RE/MAX Excellence, Ben Goldman of Eastern Title and Settlement, along with Carrie Reel of the Mortgage Link. Who, Carrie, you have a mortgage deal of the day for us today?
I do, yeah, and keeping with lower 20% down payments, we're gonna let everybody know with an FHA mortgage, you can get 4.5% on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage with 1 point, with an APR of 5.586. That's with credit scores of 680 or higher and loan amounts up to 625.5. So great program, just kind of keeping in line with the fact that yes, you do not need 20% down payment. You get in there with 3%, 3.5%, 0%. Ton of different programs that we have, from conventional loans to FHA to VA to USDA and Shinoa. There's a ton of programs we'll talk about.
I had no idea about. I do want to ask you real fast about the interest rates right now. Is that it's still holding steady, it sounds like, since the last time you were here?
It is, yes. So the Federal Reserve Board met yesterday, and we've been anticipating a 0.75% rate hike on the federal funds and discount rate. Doesn't immediately impact mortgage interest rates, and sometimes it's not affiliated at all. What really matters is, are they going to do what they said they were going to do on their last meetings? And then what comments do they make? Because a lot of times the secondary markets go with these predictions, they build in this pricing. So mortgage interest rates have already had those rates go up as a result of the secondary market. So yesterday, coming out with 0.75% rate hike was anticipated. Their comments were very dovish. So far, we're doing really well as far as rates are concerned. We've not seen any increases.
I feel like this is breaking news. The press. Thank you, Carrie. Doug, want to ask you about this 20%. I always thought you needed 20% of the cost of the house.
No, we get a lot of people call up and say, well, ask me, say, well, I want to buy a house, but I need 20% and I'm trying to save up. No, you don't. There's all kinds of programs. Like USDA program, that's 100% program. You don't have to be military like a VA. And then there's down payment assistance programs. PG County has a great one. There's one in Maryland. So you can get in with almost no money. Plus, like closing costs now with the market where the prices aren't going sky high, people are rolling closing costs back in again. So you can get in with minimal money.
So when you use one of these programs, do you pay back what? So are you
borrowing
borrowing
some
twice,
you don't.
basically?
Some you do, some you don't. Now, if you get into the house and you sell right away, you might pay some of it back. But most of them are grants. So grants you don't pay back.
Wow. And they're available for everyone?
You have to live in the house. You can't get in and be an investor trying to get into the house.
Oh, you can't rent it out
Correct.
to someone else.
That would be illegal.
Ben's shaking his head.
Well, there are some
frowned upon.
yes. And some of the programs are going to have certain income limits as well. You have to meet certain income limits. And some of them you will, if you stay in it, like you said, some of them after 5 years, it's completely forgiven. Other ones, you just have to repay it at 0% interest when you sell the home down the road.
And these programs are getting the 20% down payment?
Well, you don't have to put 20%. It's you can do a conforming loan with only 5% down.
3%.
And 3%. And
3% for Home Ready and Home Possible, which are Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac loan programs. They do have some income limitations, 80% of the median income, and we just plug in the address. If you make less than that amount, you can qualify. You don't have to be a first-time home buyer for some of these. You can actually own a property as well. So you can limit your down payment to 3% on the conforming loans, FHA 3.5%. Like Doug mentioned, USDA and VA 0. Obviously for VA, you need to be a veteran. And then you've got some FHA programs that you can accompany with, like Shinoa program, which has either a grant or a loan to cover the down payment, et cetera. And then in this market with things kind of, softening a little bit, you've got sellers that are willing to provide some seller concessions. And you can go up to, depending on the program, 3% on conventional with 3% down. They can contribute that. FHA, VA, they can cover all the closing costs. And then you've got down payment assistance programs and grants and, just give us a call. Let us talk to you about this and, don't limit yourself thinking you don't have enough cash to get into a property.
Yeah, and as Doug, you said, this stops people from even thinking of buying a home because they're just waiting and saving up. What would you say to them if that's somebody listening today? And
call us, find out. Don't let anything stop you. Credit, down payment, any of that stuff. Give us a call.
Really?
Talk to us first.
I know we need you all to lead through. I had no idea about any of this.
We
You know,
do
the other
loans
thing
down
about-
to 500 credit scores.
Yep.
Wow. What were
The
you
other
gonna say,
thing we're
Raymond?
going to talk about, Doug was talking about the USDA loans, you know, Department of Agriculture, which are generally meant for what they consider rural properties. You'd be surprised what they consider a rural property. I believe you were saying that right in Charles County here,
Accokeek.
I've seen it in Fairfax County. So you run it through. There's a website. You run a zip code through there, and they'll tell you whether
Yeah.
it's available, and that's 100% financing.
Wow, there's so many things. Okay, so you've got to call them and also take advantage of our deal of the day. We're going to bring that back up here. It's on your screen. Call now to take advantage of this amazing offer. It's 833-MTG-LINK or visit the mtglink.com. Also, be sure to follow the Real Estate Top Performers on YouTube to learn more, things we had no idea about, and to get some great advice on buying and selling a home. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate it all.